as we commence, and this question is going to be the title of our message. Who raised you? Ask your neighbor, who raised you? Turn to someone behind you and ask the person, who raised you? Just like we talk about consistency, credibility, talk about taking responsibility, talk about competence. And I saw a whole lot of reaction to that messages, and I love it. I had people got things home, took things home that day. I love it. I wanted to take something home today. Who raised you? When I look at you, the first thing I see is where you come from, how you were raised, and where you were raised. When you speak, when you confess, when you communicate, how you were raised, where you were raised, and who raised you will reflect on your communication. So it means every of your communication has these three questions. Who raised you? Where were you raised? And how were you what? Raised. Have you heard where somebody will say, I don't blame you before? Say, I don't blame you. Then the person will say, I don't blame you, and ends there. There's an answer. And there's a continuation. I don't blame you. Is that he blames himself? Or I blame your father or your mother. See that particular statement, I don't blame you. It's a pregnant statement. When I look at you, I see who raised you. I see where you were raised. And I see how you were raised. You cannot be raised well and end up being a bad child. I will explain. So someone say, but I raised this child well. You did not raise the child well. It's a reflection of what you did. You may seemingly say, I raised him well. Because to you, that is raising that person well, but you did not. I told you about a guy that we met at the salon that came back and said, my father and my mother, today they will give me that 100,000. They are the one that spoiled me. When my father was in service, my father will come to the school and be giving me 50,000. Is it 50 or 100,000 as a child? A secondary school boarding student for upkeep. Will bring dry meat, will bring. Now the father is no longer in service. Money is no more coming. And that spoiled the boy already. And you don't want to give him the 100,000, you'll be giving him. It is a way that has spoiled him. So he must always have money to that tune to be fine. So to that, he was telling his mother, that money, she was talking like that to the mom. The father might have thought that time he raised that boy well, making sure that he lacks nothing. But not knowing he was growing and grooming a thief. I hope you get the explanation now. No, they don't lack anything. They don't lack anything. You must understand what you're doing. Because what you start today, you have to complete it tomorrow. I've said here countless times, there are times children will ask for something and you intentionally refuse to give to them when they want it. Let them understand that life is not fair. At times you may find something you cannot do what? And when you cannot get it, what do? You relax. Let them learn that early. If not, when they live this kind of life or groom in a way that anything they want, they must. Not if they raise. Because the day they look for a phone and they don't have it, they will collect some other person. If you check this story, you realize it's heartbreaking. That's what I'm saying. When I talk to you, I know who raised you, where you were raised, and how you were raised. You cannot be a bad person if you will rest well. It's not possible. It's not possible. Nobody has ever changed. Tell your neighbor, nobody has ever changed. If somebody exhibit wickedness, it's already wicked. He was only waiting for an opportunity to demonstrate it. Yes. Nobody has changed from a good person to a wicked person. And no wicked person has changed from being wicked to what? Have you seen people that come out to say, okay, I'm sorry, I did not know? That is not that person's life. That's why he can change. Along the line, he met some bad people, ran with the wrong crowd that tampered with what he came from the house with. Okay? Started getting some misinformation. No, what your dad told you is not right. This what is the right thing. It will not last. Because it's not in your nature to be that kind of person. Sooner or later, they will do what? They will change. Something will always be calling them back. Because your real nature does not support that. And so suddenly he has changed. He has not changed. He's still the same person. But he was only waiting for what? An opportunity. That's all. You must be very careful. And somebody will tell you, it's because of this thing, or this, it is because of what happened that gave. There are things that no matter what happened, you cannot do them. You cannot do what? You can't do. It's not in your nature. You can't do them. No matter how furious you are, you can't do it. Because it's not part of you. You don't just wake up and begin to be wicked. It's an accumulation of events, of time, that gives birth to that thing. Just like something happened right now, you have a fight and you raise a machete and kill somebody. And he says, because that person really got me angry. How did you even know? Where did you even learn how to carry machete? It's a question. Where did you learn how to? It means you have been carrying machetes. And you have been where machetes are being what? Carried. You have seen it before. So where you were raised is showing. How you were raised and who raised you is showing. When you have a fight with somebody, you would have been exchanging blow. You now start looking for machete. It shows that where you grew up, that is the life. That's what you learned. So you can't just wake up today as a church person and something like, I will bring machete. You cannot do it. It's not in your nature. It's not in your life. You cannot wake up and do it. Even when you race it, you cannot do anything with it. But there are people that will race it and they will cut you for sure. They have done it before. It is in their life. Are we together? This is how I judge things. If you are not raised well, there's every tendency that you be a spoiled brat. As a child, biologically, you need to be what? Spiritually, you need to be raised well. You are a direct reflection of who raises you. You are a direct reflection of where you were raised. You are a direct reflection of how you were raised. A direct reflection. People of God, the short message is, whatever fruit you are bearing, you are fit by a tree. You must be very careful of where you feed from, because your fruit would definitely reflect what you eat. Who talks to you, who you learn from, who you get advice from matters so much. Sometimes look at your life, look at all the things you have learned and the advice you have received. Weigh them. Have they really produced any tangible results of making you a worse person? You're not feeding from the right tree. You're not feeding from the right source. You're not listening to the right person. Be careful of who you listen to. The gospel of Christ is case. The real gospel is what? It's case and very rare. Jesus had said, in the last day, there will be famine of the word of God. And people think that you will not have Bible anymore. No, Bible did. Even with the Bible, you will not still have the word of God that can transform, that can reform and reshape your life. Pastor Kumiye was in Rio over last week, right? Watch that. Go online and watch that crusade from beginning to the end. If you see anybody that said, right on, Papa. You think he said, don't say that? He didn't say it. The only thing is that what he's saying will not prompt you to say, right on, Papa. In short, you want him to round up his message. Because the message they hit you, pass push. You want him to round up and go, oh God, you go now, we don't hear. But you see, when it corresponds with your wickedness, suit with your lifestyle and character, that is my pastor. Right answer! That's what you love to hear, not what you need to hear. There's a difference between what you want to hear, what you love to hear, and what you need to hear. If it's not what you need to hear, it will not transform you. Every word you receive must be able to do what? Transform you. You must be better than before. You must know God than before. Matthew 12:33. Matthew 12:33. Either make the tree good and its fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and its fruit, for the tree is known. So when I look at you, I know your parents. That's what it means. Many of us have brought shame and reproach to our parents because of our what? Our lives. Because they will start asking, who raised this one like this? Who raised this one like this? So painful. Your father will be in the house, or mother will be in the house receiving stray bullets. Say, don't blame you, blame who gave birth to you. Very bad. You just manifested something that's not consistent with your family and indirectly bringing shame to your family. You could be somewhere and you start manifesting, start behaving anyhow somewhere outside, and they hear you mention palm. What happened? Say, that's how they are in their church. I could just do my own, Shebule can't catch me. Because every fruit is known by the tree, and every tree is known by what? Fruit. And fruit cannot be different from the tree. That means you cannot be different from where you are fed from. Your source, where you listen to, who you listen to, and how you live your life. It cannot be different. So I'm asking you again, who raised you? You know this incident when David appeared before Saul? I hope you know that David was already playing instrument for Saul to recover every time the evil spirit comes upon him. But on this day, the day of that war, when they brought David, it was like, is it not the same guy that used to... And what was the question of Saul to David? Whose son are you? I'm asking all of us today, whose son are you? If you mention your father, well, we say it's true. Or we say, you cannot, this is not how your father is. I hope you get the point now. If you show up somewhere and you mention peace act, will somebody say, yes, it's true. That is how they... You show up somewhere and mention the name of your family. Say, no wonder. Your grandmother, or your grandfather, or your uncle, all of you are the same. Loving people, caring people, respectful people. Not the one when you mention your family name. No wonder. Man, me say me babu ke mpom. Ki nyongo so igbon tongo etefia ikoro stray bullets. Something very serious. We are saying it lightly today. Who raised you? Whose son are you? And David said, I'm the son of your servant, Jesse of the Benjamites, which is also where Saul is from. The question is, why did Saul ask that question? Because if he must be this brave, let me know where you're from. Oh, I need to know. He didn't even ask why. He said, where are you from? I want to know, maybe you're from the family of warriors and giants. And when he said that, Saul was scanning his mind. There's nobody like that. If you check that place, Saul did not say anything again about it because there was nothing to say. He was then surprised. How will it be a Benjamite and also be a warrior? Whose son are you? If you know me and you are called after me, if somebody asks you, whose son are you? They should be able to see me in you. If they will not see me in you, I will deny you. I don't know you. Me no go carry stray bullets, can't hit. I hope you get my point, sir. I don't want to make the mistake of Eli. That the children were different from the father. Eli was a good man, but he did not raise his children well. Check the Bible. Eli did not have any issue throughout his time. Who caused the problem? The children, the fruit. And when the fruit had issue, God did not arrest the fruit. He went to the tree. I said, this fruit comes from you. Punish him for them. If I need to tear your clothes for you to be a good soldier of the cross, sir, I will tear it. If you are a son, you will remain. You will do what? That's your father talking to you. I've seen what you have not seen. I know what you don't know. If I tell you, this is wrong. First thing, that is my father. I mean well for you. And when you are good, you'll be proud of yourself. And by the time you are proud of yourself, you're going to be proud of me as well. And all of us will be proud of each other. I told myself for 4 years now, God will never come to tell me again how to run this church. You know what I mean by running this church? I said, God telling me, okay, please pray, please do this one, do that one. But God come to tell me, what are you even doing in that place? I've told myself, God will never do that again. Because if he does that again, it means I'm not capable of running the church. Man, I love you. And I want the best for you. So when I see you entering the wrong path, I will use all force to bring you to the right path. I will do it anyhow. Because you are mine. I don't want to make the mistake of Eli. Every one of us seated here, one day, God will ask me, I send this person to you this way. Why is he like this? Where are your children? Jesus, first of all, went to God and said, all that you gave to me, I've brought them back. except the child of perdition. He raised them. That's why we have the gospel today. At a point, he preached something very strong that people could not carry, and they left. And when he turned around and looked at the 12, he said, "Are you not going to leave too?" What did they answer? "Where are we going to from here, sir?" "Because you have the word. Say it." As you take milk, you start taking meat, and you start eating bones. We start with the milk. You will have problem with me because you want to drink milk forever. So if I give you meat, one day you do what? You break bones. Until that happens, you are not mature. Imagine your 10-year-old boy drinking milk. How many of us can take golden morn now and be satisfied? Let's say for emergency, you will not be. It's not for you any longer. Who raised you? Every son I raise, every daughter I raise must be correct. Oh. You must. I'm not giving you option. I've told you separately, I don't give you time. I give you chance. Have I said that before? Yes, sir. I don't give you time. Give us a little time. I'm not giving you time. I give you chance. And you must make use of that what? That chance. I don't need to raise many. But if I have 4 people from my loins, you see them, you will see me. You see them, you see me. Who raised you? Where were you raised? And how were you raised? A lot of people have come to this peace arc. Some people are workers in this church. If you have been a worker with us for like 1 year, 2 years, you agree with me that indeed something can be done well. Abi? Yes. Something well. If you have not learned anything, learn that. See, when we're seated here, I know all of you like my hand. As I say, there's something that somebody will tell me right now about it. I say, it's not a lie, leave that one. Say something else. I don't need to ask. I know. I know what you can do. Every one of you that works with me, I know what you can do and what you cannot do. And I defend you at all times with that. They said they bring complaint. I said, that person did that thing. Oh yeah, go and bring the person. Let me see. My point tonight is, if I rest you, everything God has put in me will also be seen in you. You cannot say I rest you and my trait is not seen in you. It's not possible, sir. You must know how to pray. You must know how to do what, sir? You must know how to do what? You must know how to pray. You must love God unconditionally. What is our vision here? To raise disciples, not just members. So when you become a member, you become a disciple and a potential minister. That in 1-2 years, you can stand here and speak with authority. In 3 years, you can stand here and stretch for your hands and power begin to move. That means you are learning well and you are being brought up well. Who raised you? People of God. I think the book of Acts chapter 8 verse 30. Acts 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. Can we have it on the screen? Acts 8:30. And Philip ran tighter to him and heard him read the book of Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he will come up and sit with him. Who is teaching you? Who is teaching you? Who is teaching you? That's the question. Sir, our ex-governor said something one day during COVID-19. You know, everybody were confused. Nobody knows what to do. Presidents. He said, I've listened to all your advices. But let me tell you something. As a king, there's some kind of wisdom a king will have that he doesn't need to be told. So allow me to do it this way. By virtue of being a king, there's some kind of wisdom. You will do what you have. You don't need advice for it. No matter what you know, there are things I will still tell you. Not because I'm better than you, but by virtue of being a leader, I can talk to you from the place of experience and it profits you. That's my point. This man was reading the book of Isaiah. He did not know. It was God that told Philip, run, meet that man. Because every man needs a man that will race. Mudie? Needs a man that will raise him. If you don't have a man that raises you, you are a bastard. We will see it. You are a bastard. We will see. Who calls you to order? Let me ask that. Who calls your wife to order? This is it. Who calls your wife to order? If something happened now, who will you call to call your wife to order? See? And she will listen. Until you have somebody like that, something is wrong with that marriage. So who calls you to order? If she reports, who will she report to? And will call you to order. Someone you once you hear, you say, don't call the person. Who is that? You say? Also your senior brother. I hope it's the way you are saying it. My point is, if you don't have anyone that can call you, that's no matter what happened, I say, sit down! And you tremble and sit down. You are a vagabond. You are a bastard. Something happened in your marriage. You said, if you do this thing again, I will pick up this phone, I will call this person. And your wife would say, it's okay, it's okay. Because of that, I've accepted it. Don't call. But if you say, call, you don't marry right now. To a back road straight. I'm telling the truth. To a back road straight. Or something happened, and your wife said, so you did that, it's okay, hold on, let me call so person. I say, why will you call him now? Okay, let me explain. It means that you are raised well. You are raised. Because if that person got to hear that thing, he would discipline you. You must have somebody like that. If you don't have, you are a vagabond and a bastard. You are not raised well. Someone said, I will call pastor. You call who? Which pastor? Oh yeah, call him now. And it's true. And they will call pastor. And true. You will hear the person at the background say, Pastor, don't waste your time. Call. Leave him. Leave that foolish man for me. You walk up. You have to see small things like that today. One call that will enter your phone, the first thing is, what have I done? Thank you, Jesus, Father. I declare I'm forgiven. Before you now pick the phone, hello. Because you don't know what the person wants to. That is the point. It's not fear. It's not cowardice. So it shows that you are raised well. If nobody can talk to you, who are you to talk to? Who are you? We will soon see now. The same person that feed you will give you leverage. Every fruit that becomes a tree was once on the branch. Every fruit that was once on a branch. If you're not on the branch, you will die. So the tree fits the branch and the branch fits the fruit. And the fruit is plucked and planted somewhere. But don't forget, you were once on a branch. And don't forget that branch and that tree that fit you. May God bless his word in Jesus Christ's name.